December the 10th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East along with you here. Let's get right into it. Not nearly as much fog in the Triad and the Charlotte areas this morning as what we had back on Wednesday morning. In fact, you can see downtown Greensboro pretty clearly from the Greensboro tower camera. The humidity only at 74%, whereas humidity values were up around 100% in most of the Piedmont yesterday. These are the 5 o'clock hour visibilities. And you notice you do have some areas of fog over here in portions of central and eastern sections of North Carolina down to eastern South Carolina, but again, it's not nearly as extensive as what we had yesterday. Dense fog advisory, though, does include places like Raleigh and Fayetteville until later on this morning. What fog is out there will erode and probably erode much quicker than yesterday overall across the region. Speaking of yesterday, there's your highs in the Triad areas, some 50s in the foothill areas, low and mid 60s elsewhere. Charlotte viewing area mainly up into the mid 60s, few lower 60s up in the northern part of the area, and I think a tick or two warmer today as this warming trend continues. Radar quiet here again during the 5 o'clock hours. I'm cutting the video in most spots. There's a little bit of rain over in the eastern parts of North Carolina, though, heading out into the Atlantic Ocean, but outside of that, it is very quiet over most of the southeast. Not the case as you get over to the Pacific Northwest. Another big-time storm system slamming into Northern California, Washington, and Oregon. In fact, you take a peek here at the water vapor imagery, and look at that. You get out here out west, and what an impressive storm system that is, slamming on into the west coast. And here's that chart I made yesterday. I'll show it again. This is the rain and snow accumulation over the next several days combined from the Futurecast modeling, and you look at all that snow, and some of it very, very heavy through the mountain ranges there near the west coast, and some of those spots they will be measuring the snow in feet. But the milder air continues to take hold over the southeast. These are current temperatures as I cut the video, and look at all the mild air, even all the way up into the central plains, some 50s for early morning temperatures here on this Thursday. Another very warm day for most of the lower 48. And again, as you look for signs of Arctic air, there it is. It's up there in northern Canada and parts of Alaska. And I do think that signs continue to grow, that there'll be a change to some colder and possibly more unsettled type of weather. Maybe the last, say, 10 to 12 days of the month or so, thereabouts. Maybe from midweek next week on toward the end of the month. You look here at the 850 millibar temperatures. These are the sub-freezing 850 or 5,000 foot temperatures. Good indication where the cold air is. And over the next several days, that stays bottled up off to the north. But you notice by Tuesday, that's making some progress down into the northern plain states. And again, I think indications continue to grow. I'm getting a little bit more confident of a bit of a pattern change later on this month. But warm air, the big story over the next several days. Sunshine mixed with high clouds today. There's your Thursday highs across the region. Lows tonight, certainly not bad for the middle stages of December. Southwesterly flow very well established in as we get into tomorrow and the weekend. There's your Friday highs out there across the area. We get out into Saturday. Look at that. Warm air taking hold. I still think a lot of 70s on the board Saturday and there on Sunday too. Very warm weather setup here across the region. Let's just take Greensboro as a for instance this weekend. Going with 71 degrees for a high on both Saturday and Sunday. Warm, close to records, but not quite to record high temperature territory there. And that'll be the case in a lot of spots across the region. Close to, but not exceeding records. Now, while we're enjoying the warm and quiet weekend, there's that next storm system wrapping up. Could be some pretty good severe weather Saturday into Sunday over the southern plains into the lower Mississippi Valley and the deep south, and then that system moves into our area Monday. But you notice the main low pressure way off to the north by that point in time, so the dynamics pulling away from the Carolinas. Showers, maybe some thunderstorms Monday, but the severe weather threat will not be as significant as what will happen off to the west. There's your Saturday and Saturday night severe weather outlook over the southern plains, and that'll transition eastward into the lower Mississippi Valley and the deep south for Sunday. Ski resort areas in North Carolina, Cataloochee, Sugar Mountain trying to remain open. Beech Mountain trying to open again tomorrow. Appalachian will reopen as soon as conditions allow them to. All right, that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day, and God bless.